The time's come to play here in my garden of
Hello, I'm Runia, aka Media Adaptation. Welcome back to Moderation while me is for a game. And it's Friday, so that means it's time once again to take a look at the supposedly lost 80s anime, Go for a Punch, aka Saki Sanobashi. This will be a 16th look at this topic, so if you have no idea what's going on, then I suggest looking at an earlier video. And first off, I would like to apologize, as our program messed up last week when we were talking about the artist who was doing the recreation project, and their name didn't show up, which was Apollonia. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I'll also put it down in the description below, in case you guys like to check out their other work. Also, we have another one, who they describe as doing a mini art series, and it's done in the same style as an early visual novel, and this one is being done by user Fairly Violent. And as of writing the script, this is the only one that's been published, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. And last time, we asked you guys if we should keep the title as Saki Sanobashi or not. And as for the results of that poll, with an overwhelming majority, it looks like we're going to be keeping that name for the time being. We were also asked what is the origin of this one image that was used in the video by the YouTuber Wang. To which we have no idea what it is, but it has been confirmed as a fake. So sadly I can't really shed any more light on that topic. And as for the Discord server, the progress is still very slow, as they're coming through that dark web Russian site. And as they've dug through a bunch of strange links, the only thing of interest so far apparently is just good prices on LSD. But no one says that's probably just an FBI agent looking for a bait. To help alleviate burnout, they've also set up a small section called Not Saki to discuss different topics in their off time. They were the ones who helped us look for the Cream Lemon dub that we covered earlier this week. I'm also still trying to find that one withered girl yokai, which we've been trying to track down for the past 2 years, but still no luck on that one. I bring this up because one of her supposed appearances is in the game Twilight Syndrome, and one of our other members pointed out that one of the people behind that project was Soda51, and who is known for, and I quote, a lot of weird shit. So looking into that game or other project that he's done could prove interesting. One of our other members suggested that we start looking into this anime as a hentai. And I would like to reiterate that that is a very thin line of what was and wasn't a hentai back then. But it's still an angle that we haven't fully explored yet, so it couldn't hurt. The first title to be given as a pure hentai would be 1984's Snow Crimson Girl Rose Penalty, released on February 21st. And to summarize the plot, a girl gets raped by her grandfather, then by a group of bullies. Her grandfather tries it again, but she strangles him. And then she causes an avalanche that kills said bullies. She then floats off all Mary Poppins style, and I think becomes a Yuki-onna. The next one came out on May 1st of the same year, which has a very weird name, I Have Died Many Days, which is really a two-parter called Dying for Isoku and the Sacrificial Altar. The first is about a girl flirting with a boy at a party. Then on her way back home, she gets assaulted by a horny drunk. After a while, the boy comes and saves her, and then gets her home safely, and then the two hook up. Altar, on the other hand, is something else entirely. As a father seduces his daughter, the mother falls into depression because he loses interest in her. Then the daughter seduces the mother. Then a priest finds out, and the family blackmails the priest. Ah, good Christian values. And we'll look at one more of these for today, which came out on June 21st, called To Be in the Kitten Shop. A guy goes to a bar, talks to the barkeep for a while, and then goes to the John. And when he lifts the lid, he starts having a rave-induced fever dream about dancing anime girls from other shows. And I'm pretty sure one of them was Lum. And I'm also sure that this guy probably found that cheap LSD we were talking about earlier, because this makes no sense. An anime girl then shows up, They have some non-YouTube friendly stuff, and then she pulls out a blaster and fires at him, which he then deflects with his giant purple slong lightsaber. What? She then runs to the Death Star, jumps off the platform, and then lands on the set of Jaws. Again, what? LSD is the only way any of this makes sense. And there's still 11 more of these that came out that year alone. And I'm going to apologize that since we kind of stretched ourselves thin doing all the other videos this week, this one will be a bit shorter. So again, I apologize for that. And hopefully we get more time next week. But to break up the monotony, let's switch over and see what Goro Manga has for us today. And our final 12 entries are all done by the same artist, Shintaro Kago, and is still widely known in this field. And our first one's called A Certain Hero's Death. It's about small aliens who hunt down humans like whales, which then has some social commentary, which would have been more relevant 2 decades back. The next one is Closed Hospital, which has a ton of Goro, and I am also regretting eating breakfast today. The next one is called Disc, which is a bit tamer, and it's about dissecting people like an MRI scanner. After that we have Drafting a Water Goddess, and it's about racing dead corpses like boats. What the hell is with you, Japan? And that leaves about 8 left. And I'm just going to call it here for today, and reevaluate some choices that I made in life. And that about does it for this video. If you have any other ideas like seeing made to a video, then please post it down in the comments below, and we'll add it to our next viewer request week.
It's now time for the part of the show where we ask you to help us appease the YouTube algorithm by dropping a like, share, or comment. It helps out much more than you'd think.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, then it's very much appreciated. And if you'd like to support this channel, then please visit our Patreon. Link will be down in the description below. Even if you can't give a lot, every little bit helps. Oh, we also started up a Let's Play channel. So if you want to see us try out some horror games, then feel free to stop on by. Link will be in the card as well as in the description. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Anyway, I'm Runya.
And I'm Ada.
Remind you to take life in moderation.
Weep not, poor children, for life is this way.